in the mail, man. Be watching my walking. I don't really do. All right.
Out of our podcast, what's going on? I'm here with
D. Smith. I'm your business owner, financial consultant, tax preparer, and hey, just all things finance. And I'm with
Chase Way. What's going on?
welcome to another
Out of our podcast.
out of our
The
podcast.
month is
May. And
What we
it
do?
is.
We didn't do April. Yeah, we didn't do April. We was busy April.
Yeah, we were busy. Did we do April?
No.
No, we didn't. We didn't have one. Because we were going to do each finance. So, yeah, we did February finance. That's when you did it, right?
No, I did Money March. Money March.
Money March. Okay.
We didn't have
didn't have April.
nothing for April. What do we have for May though?
For May, I was thinking about this and I didn't, I got off track. But, May, because April.
I got one.
Yeah, okay. April, then we could just backtrack. April was really getting your taxes and stuff together. It was the taxes deadline, which is April 15th. So hopefully everybody got their taxes in. Of course, I didn't because of the fact that one of my business, we changed from the tax purposes, not just the business structure, but on the tax purposes as an escort.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to get an extension. So I'm working on that. And I just realized that, even though I'm your tax, I do taxes and stuff, things are new. So your corporation and your S corp, the way you file is different.
Mm-hmm.
LLC, you can still file like, you with the income, but the S corp, you have to file your personal and then the S corp, the business itself. So, I hope everybody got that done. I know I did, and I have to check yours. Yeah, definitely remind me when we're done. April was taxes, the deadline. Also, April for me was a big one. And if you can tell, I'm not sure. I can tell in my clothes. But, every year I'll be like, hey, yeah, I'm planning on losing weight. I'm doing this. So, I think for me, keeping quiet about things works for me, because then I don't want to just disappoint myself of blurting out what I'm about to do. So April, I went on a fast track, lost losing weight. I followed this young lady on Instagram, Kick Weight Loss with Keisha, and she's been helping millions or thousands of women lose weight rapidly, but she was a heavy set lady. Of course, I'm not as big, as she was. But she had this goal that she did for the first 30 days, and I tried it, which it helped. I did 12 pounds. My inches and stuff, I think, is what really helps me, that I noticed. It's not all about the weight. I'm down 13 pounds as of today, which is very exciting, and I'm keep going. Yes, my weight goal, I want to get to a certain weight and then just be healthy with it. So I am now an expert, I believe. I understand it. I'm not going to say expert, but I understand the carbs and the sugar intake. And for someone my age, if you're 40 plus and you having problems with, losing your belly fat and all this, just figuring out what type of belly or the type that you need to focus on for yourself, because I can say what helped me, but it might not help someone else. And that's the one thing that I've learned in this journey of trying to see what works for me. You got to do so many things. I have done the juicing. Well, I didn't do juicing. I've done the smoothies. I've done, the lemonade diet. I've done all these things that, boom, that help me go down, but then it comes back. And then, like they say, very simple, it's the eating. So before we get into all that, let me rewind us back and talk about what we admire about each other. So, I go first. I think you went first the last time. I want to say what I admire about you is that I admire the fact that I am enjoying growth in you. And when I say that, meaning not just growth in, on a level to where you finna be rich and all that. I'm admiring the growth of you as a man. So, because I am mother, and this is Mother's Day weekend, I admire the growth of the type of man you're becoming. You, if everyone don't know, and if you follow, Chase now has a girlfriend. And I remember us talking several episodes, about how he gonna want to get off the road and this, that, and the other. And he be like, well, for right now, I ain't thinking about that. But now we're there. And Chase do not be at home. I haven't seen my baby in about a month. Yeah, a month and a half or whatever. Yeah, it's been about a month and a week. And because he stays with his girlfriend, Alana. She's a very sweet girl. I talked about her before. But I like the growth that you're doing and you're becoming, because I'm excited for the next levels. You go through life and you see it on TV and stuff like that, and you be like, okay, high school, you graduate, and you venture out, right? Mm-hmm. But when you connect with someone, then it's another level. And then I'm waiting for the next level when I see, witness you, one day asking her to be your wife, and then you becoming a husband, and then a father. So I am admiring the growth in the hats that you're about to add on into your life, and hopefully that I am still here to witness that. So I admire that growth, maturity.
I like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've been admiring your growth with staying consistent with your feeding and pouring into yourself.
Thank you.
The dedication that you have been doing. I guess, like parts of me, it just be like, I still have to remember that, yeah, you was born before me. Mm-hmm. But all I know is I've always been around. So it's like, sometimes I think about it, it's like, dang, this is really how life feels. Like, you spend a point of time together so long, then we're not together as much. It's like, oh, I wonder what Mama doing. Well, I know what she kind of doing. Then I just drop it. Mm-hmm. And then, like, when you tell me, like, what you've been doing, it's like, oh, yeah, that's your normally daily life. That's what you got to do to keep yourself going. But it just kind of just been like, look at her. She doing it. She's gonna stay consistent and focus on her.
Yeah.
I admire that about you.
Thank you. I think it's time. I think you come to a point in your life where you got to be kind of selfish, right?
Yeah.
I think I've dedicated, and did what I needed to do at an early age, and I chose to do this, right? You have a choice to do the right thing or the wrong thing. Do you want to pass it off to somebody and continue to be selfish? But with me, I was consistently making sure that you had a great childhood, and the upbringing, and pouring and instilling everything I think that would be important to you, and also still be able to let you decide how you want to live your life, if that makes sense. Because you can raise your kids a certain way, and then they be like, oh, opposite of what you put in them, or you can still move forward and do what you need to do, and then you come up with your own way of thinking. And that's how that growth in you that I see as well. That some things that I still love, no, Mom, I'm not gonna do that. Like the traditional stuff, and these man-made holidays and stuff. And now I'm just transforming, and it's like, yeah, I'm with you. Some holidays I'm not gonna be like, oh no. So, those are the things that are good. So,
I did have a title. I was thinking of Memory Made.
Memory Made. That's a great one.
Yeah, I was thinking of Memory Made because for the memory that we did last night, Mother's Day. This gonna be our second Mother's Day event with Alana, you, and Miss Terry.
Oh, yes.
So this gonna be the second Mother's Day that we all go out to eat. I don't think nothing else is coming up, but I know Memorial Day is coming up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I get Memorial and Labor Day mixed up.
Labor Day, I always remember Labor Day, Lazy Day, September. It's always in my month.
I was thinking, but Labor Day is when school just starts, so.
Mm-hmm.
It always be a little first or second week running to school, then get that little break off.
I just hadn't thought about it. You should have captured that moment last night.
Nope, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about like pulling out my phone to do all that and capture it. But that definitely would have been very, very good.
Yeah.
To do it.
That would have been putting it at celebrating, you know, that moment for Boo, you know.
Yeah.
That would have been a great one.
Yeah, it definitely should.
Didn't think about it.
It's so funny. So now, okay.
You're not in it like that.
Well, I'm trying to get in it because I have been doing better with going live.
Yeah.
Every morning I go live from either 6. It's either I'm gonna be on live for like 15 minutes. I might go live 6, 6:05, 6:08, but 6 to 8 is the window time that I choose to go live.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been being consistent with that, so I'm very proud of myself on that.
Good.
I haven't fell off on that. I realized like the weekends I'm not gonna be as consistent, so I know Monday through Friday I'm gonna go live there.
Mm-hmm.
We're doing our podcast, and I guess I just haven't found like what do I specifically want to talk about, but I think I'm probably gonna talk about sports betting a little bit more. Probably giving a little breakdown and being able to execute and focus on exactly what I want to talk about within a video on sports betting and break down and only focus on that for that video and not get off topic. So that's one of the things, the ideas that I've been coming up with. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what's been kind of like pushing me into like, okay, I think I can do this and talk solely on this topic without getting sidetracked or not slurring my words or not including but also being able to focus on one topic and try to break down that. So that's another thing that I'm learning about myself. I'm not having to use so many other words to try to reverse around to get back to my main topic. Yes, I've been thinking about how one word is very broad, but I wanted to tackle all the subcategories within that one broad topic to be able to make the videos like that. Okay. So it's just one of those things that I've been working on, especially coming off of Money March, and what I feel like what I can do more in, and what I should be doing more in, and how my life is taking me now with sports betting. Like now that I realize that I am going to be sports betting a whole lot more than I think. Previous, it was just more for survival, which it did help me some days. Some days I just had to wait until I got paid. But now I lowered my unit size, and now I'm able to bet more and able to bet on some of the things that I see on the sport bookies that I'm noticing that I can play with certain props on the sports side. So what I mean by that is, an example, this is how I know I've been pretty good at it, because normally I'll be letting my mom wonder, but I'm actually able to just talk to it like regularly. Yeah. So an example, yesterday, New York Knicks. Nope, not New York Knicks. Boston Celtics was playing Cleveland Cavaliers the first game. One of the categories that I normally don't bet on is first half total points for a team to score in the first half. They had them scoring 57 points over or under. And I chose over, but they only had it at plus 100. Vegas didn't see Boston Celtics going over there. So being able to catch those type of props, and I lowered my unit size to $2. So now I'm betting $2 per prop that I like, even though it's $1.36. But it allows me and don't have more stress of I need to hit this, and by me hitting this, I know exactly what I'm gonna do with the money. Now I'm looking at the prop and I can bet on it without having those extra feelings and pressure of I really need this money. So now I'm able to mix and match different props and some of my favorite props all together, and being able to add like my play of the day of what I've seen that I'm gonna pick a lot on a lot of my tickets. Now I'm able to mix and match that much more, and it's been pretty fun to do this. So now it's been like a week of doing this, and I've been enjoying this mostly. So.
And I also think because you're enjoying it, it's not stress. You're not stressing the point that you need it.
Yep.
And you're just you're doing it and you're learning, you know, how to do it to make you better at it, and then the money will come.
Yep.
You know me, I'm gonna revert this back to a lesson or a business. It's like business. It's like a trial and error thing of learning what works for you and what doesn't work. And then in with the betting stuff, the result is the money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's good. That's awesome. And of course, I'm like that. It's when you enter something and you get to that moment like, oh, this is what this is. Man, why couldn't nobody just say this? But we have to remember, everyone don't think like us. You know, don't figure things out like us. And it could be so simple. The most complicated things that we think are complicated is really simple.
Yep.
It is so simple and justified. Now, you do have other things that you know is simple, and you just got a group of people that keep it among themselves, so no outsiders will get it.
Yeah.
That right there is the complicated thing.
Yeah, that's the complicated.
That's the complicated, and I don't care what it is. That right there, when you have a small circle of people, it's kind of like a tight family.
Yeah.
No one can get in unless we allow you to get in. So, but anyway, that's good. So, to piggyback off of that and move on, what we're gonna do about what's our memory?
Our, like I said, our memory is just basically what this weekend is surrounded off of. Second week of our second year of our anniversary of Mother's Day. That memory that we just had last night. I'm not sure if we're having another event coming up. I feel like we are, but I might just be trying to put it out there, but it might not really be.
Wanted, last year I mentioned, I don't know if we mentioned it on here or not, but last year I wanted to do something instead of the 4th of July, do the Juneteenth.
Okay.
But, unfortunately, I didn't put it out there because of the fact I'm going to be out of town. So I'm going out of town on a business trip for my job to learn about the testing, the aquaplasia testing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going there, and it's literally on Juneteenth, the 19th. So I'm going to be going the 19th through the 22nd. And it's about aquaplasia. It's an aquaplasia training. It's a training that I'm doing, and I'm excited about it because, of course, I'm the director now and stuff. And just to bring that knowledge back to the school and see how much better I can make the testing center. So, but I would still, you know, just probably put it out there and have them to do it. Because 4th of July, you know, it just, yeah, it was one of those old traditions that I grew up with. I, you know, had y'all in it, but we just need to represent our culture.
Yep.
And what it means to us, and start with us, so our kids won't be so not knowing about it. I'm watching the news and stuff, and you know, teachers and stuff is getting in trouble to teach about slavery.
Yep.
And then they're trying to twist it where they're trying to say they manipulating the kids like this was, you know, this, and it's the truth.
It's the truth.
So, I wouldn't mind making this like a memory of what we can do, and this is just me thinking in the future.
In the future.
Is to make sure we start collecting these, you know, history of about us. So, cause to me it seemed like they're gonna get rid of all of this stuff.
Yep.
So we need to have our own collection of Black history. And so that'll be something I think I'm gonna start looking at Amazon or
You want to know another thing that I'm
start
slowly recognizing?
A memory is a new memory. It's not, and the memory may, you know, can go all kind of ways for. So for me, I'm talking about a new memory that
Gotcha.
will come on.
Yeah, I think a lot of it now is get it out for free, and they probably gonna make us pay for it to learn about it, museums and stuff like that. So that way, it's like, oh, we didn't learn about this, but in order to learn about it,
you got to go here and pay this amount, and to our generation not to have to do that, we gather our information up ourselves, get all this stuff that is gonna be in the future hard to get a hold to.
Yep.
And let's do it now, you know, and have our own library collection, and you know, it's be like, oh my God, it's like they always do. They try to make money off of us.
Yep.
And so let us get our own stuff to where we one of the few, and they be like, oh my God, I don't know where it will go. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Is this part of our generation wealth? It could be. And just thinking if you watch certain things, when you trying to get rid of something, then you definitely need to make sure you hold on to it.
Yep.
So, you know, in the future, you know, if y'all see this particular Memory May podcast, someone's going to be talking about us saying, here it is right here. They talked about this May, what's the day? The 11th?
Yep.
May 11, 2024, on their podcast about our Black history.
Yep.
And how it was, at this time, we are hearing how they're trying to take Black history out the school districts. So they're trying to stop our kids from learning about our history. It's bad enough we don't know where we come from. Mm-hmm. We don't know our background. All cultures know, well, we're this part of Africa, and we're this part. So all we do know at this point, we are kings and queens. We were born in royalty, and we were stripping from all of those because of what went on in the history in the 400 years, you know, slavery. So 400 years. Come on, y'all. Just think about it. We don't even be on earth that long.
And just 50 years ago, slavery was bad.
Just 50 years ago, yes. It is at this point, we just now being free and not being free because we're still living slavery.
Yep.
It's just modernized. It's still that when we get these books and they just want to water, you know, the certain people they talk about, but it's so many more African Americans that did things, created things, and we built it. They use free labor to build this world that they don't want us to be a part of.
Nope. So,
I just think there was something, you know, just putting out there, and hopefully we are talked about. We are, whenever we get on the map from the Eye to Eye podcast, and y'all know this particular day that we talked about it first. Y'all heard it here. And I'm going to be excited a year from this day, which will probably be on a Sunday or Monday or Tuesday because we had a leap year this year. But we will definitely get around to talking about this day and showing our collection of what we started. That's going to be, whatever that May month is going to be. May, remember, we might need to write this down too as we do in our months. So that way, we're gonna make this new memory be an old memory, and it'll be something we do every year. So
I like that.
yeah.
Also, I know with a lot of all this going on, try to add so much in the atmosphere of distracting us. I do know, like, now crypto is about to really get implemented a lot further, and it's about to, like, you can just kind of tell that when the emotional welfare is high,
Yeah.
the spiritual welfare high, it's about to be a change in the system. And the main change is about to be, crypto is about to be implemented very, very, very soon.
Yeah. I was looking at, I don't know, cash. Oh, I think my Cash App. I think my Bitcoin.
Do you still have your what you call
my
your
stick?
not your stick, your crypto.com.
I do. If I got to just look at it at getting my info. But when I was looking, I have a stock in what is the stock? Kroger's and my Bitcoin. And I was like, dang, that's going up. I haven't put anything in here now. And so I am like, okay. I just said to myself, yep, I'm going to be putting some money in here, you know, to bring this my Bitcoin through that, and then my Kroger's and my stocks. But the only thing, my cannabis is not going anywhere.
That's gonna take a while.
Yeah, but I'ma still keep it. And then look at my Kroger's. It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
44. Yeah. So this is gonna go down for a while, because you gotta remember, it started down.
Yeah.
And they still working on putting everything
in place. Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed.
Going,
I don't know if you read, but you know what they doing now. They about to make this classified not as a drug anymore.
Exactly. I read that, and that's what made me think. I said, if you pay attention to what they're saying in the news, you are getting tips of how stuff is going to be affected and grow in the future.
And think about that.
And that right there, here's the thing, because I've heard that.
You know how it's down now, right?
Well, that's yeah.
Aurora Cannabis.
But
so this always the trick. You see how it's down 100%?
Yes.
That just everybody that has been invested, they trying to drain that money out to make them think
that it's bad.
It's about to go to zero.
But that's why I said I'm finna to get into this. It is too low. Anytime you have stocks that's still this low, something is fit to happen, especially when it's down like that. So I'm finna, put my money in that. And I've never said I'm gonna sell it or anything, because when I heard, I'm like this, I like to be the underdog and be into something that nobody else is always in. I don't want to be with the crowd. I want to be different. I've always been different. I've always been unique. So I'm like, yeah, this is finna go. And I don't know, but I've been manifesting. You know how you manifest? I've been manifesting a lot of things, and that's probably with my consistency and the spiritual thing. It's been really high. So on my TikToks and stuff, it's always manifesting, and you've seen it. And I bet you's like, why is Mama doing this? I don't know.
Well, I know it's been coming across your algorithm, because that's all that's been.
Yeah, but I've been following. Yeah. Yes, I hit follow, boom, because I'm in a mindset where if you continue to do something consistently, then you will eventually see the results.
Nope.
And that's how I am with the spiritual world. So when you continue to stay positive, you continue, doing these things, and then lowering your stress level is the biggest thing that I've learned. And it has made a world of difference for me in this weight loss journey, and making me feel good about myself, to where you're right, I can be a little selfish and be okay. That's not the end of the world, and I think that it just came from me. This is an old memory. I always tie this stuff back, right? of just my family having me be that person where I'm in here. But anyway, so all of that just to say that it is okay to be selfish. It's okay to, you know, be into your own, and then, you know, have whatever you need. We about to wrap this up. I'm about to have my brother, and I think he has my niece, because he has custody of, well, not custody, but he has visitation with her on Saturday, I think, too. So we're gonna go and say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and we will see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace.